It's Monday, June 1st, 2015, and let's talk about what happened this weekend over at XDAdevelopers.com. First up, the Oppo R7 that we've been hearing about over the last few months is now available for pre-order in the UK. It's the dual SIM variant and it's priced at £259 or just about $400 US. The bamboo back covers for the OnePlus One, which I thought were supposed to be limited edition and never going to be sold again, they're apparently available for purchase through Amazon India right now for just under 1,500 rupees or right at about $25 US, which is a lot less than I paid for mine. That said, I do still absolutely love mine, so if you're in India and you've got the OnePlus One, 1,500 rupees is really not that bad of an investment. Speaking of OnePlus, Carl Pei, co-founder of OnePlus, gave an interview talking about their next device, the OnePlus 2, which is supposed to be launching in the third quarter of this year. Other than that little tidbit, it doesn't look like the interviewer was really able to pull much information out of Carl, but we'll definitely let you know more when we know more. According to Qualcomm, their Snapdragon 810 processor is going to be used in the next Project Tango device from Google, which means two things. One, that there's actually going to be a successor to Project Tango, which is nice, and two, this is the second time that Google's moved from Nvidia to Qualcomm while moving to the next generation of a device. Or has it been more times than that? It was previously done with the Nexus 7, but if there's been another time than that, let us know down in the comments. Next up, at the Google ATAP talk at Google I/O, we got a chance to actually see the Project Ara device get assembled, get booted, and then even get modified while it was running live, so that was very, very cool. I do realize that it's still in the project phase, so it may not be 100% finalized or anything, but I've got to say, I'm not a huge fan of the design. It was very cool that he could add stereo speakers to it, but the stereo speakers were facing backwards. Anyway, more than anything else, it's still nice to have it as a proof of concept, the proof that modular hardware is a possibility. Let's just hope that somewhere down the road they make a design with front-facing speakers. Speaking of Google though, not sure if you guys used this or not, but if you were a user of SMS notifications for Google Calendar, you might want to look for another option, because moving forward, starting on June 27th, they're going to be shutting all of that down. Now, if you're a paid user, meaning Google Drive for work, apps for work, education, or government, that's all going to keep going just fine. But for the free users, it's going away. Google also released a preview build of Android Studio 1.3 this weekend, bringing along with it a new allocation tracker, a heap dump viewer, Android M preview data binding support, and lots of other updates and bug fixes. So if you're a developer, definitely worth taking a look at. Now let's move on to some updates. The Micromax Unite 2 has started receiving an OTA update to Lollipop. It comes in at just over 400 megabytes, and it brings the device up to Android 5.0, so if you've got that device, be on the lookout. Jeff Gordon from HTC mentioned over on Twitter that the HTC M9 and M9 Plus, as well as other devices from HTC, are going to be receiving updates to Android M whenever it becomes available. That was terribly non-specific, and we're not sure exactly when that's going to happen or what other devices were going to be receiving it, but we will let you know more when they say something more. Also, we mentioned a while back that Windows 10 would be coming to the Xiaomi Mi 4, and according to their user group, the ROM should now be publicly available, starting today, June 1st. So if you've got that device and you are wanting to try out Windows 10 on it, you might be interested in checking out their site for more info. There's a video showing it off, linked to in the video description as well. I couldn't get it to load for whatever reason. Anyway, moving on over to our forum, a new version of GravityBox, version 5.1.2, has been made available thanks to XDA-recognized developer C3C076, and it supposedly fixes quite a few issues that people were having from the last release. XDA-recognized developer Tassadar managed to get Wi-Fi working on the LG G Watch R as well, using a custom kernel and some wireless drivers, so if you've got that G Watch R and you want to stick it on your Wi-Fi network so you don't have to use your phone to run your watch all the time, head on over to his thread. From the portal, there was a debate thread posted asking if you think that Google is putting enough of their time and focus into AOSP development, and one video got posted to XDA TV where I did a quick recap of all the things that happened over at Google I/O this year. But you know what? That's going to be about all from me for today. You can find the links to all the stories that I talked about down in the video description as usual, as well as the links to my YouTube channels. Remember, if you like this video, please do leave us a like, a thumbs up down below the video. We definitely appreciate it. And subscribe to receive all of our content as soon as it becomes available. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.